All right, everybody. Hello, hello. It is January 2nd. I wanted to leave on December 31st, but I couldn't get the ambulance started. We hit extreme cold temperatures of minus 47 Celsius, which is in the minus 50s Fahrenheit. And I couldn't get the ambulance to start. Even with a boost, I couldn't get it going. But the thing is not only are our batteries dying an issue, but all the oil, all the fluids freezing up is a big concern as well. So I have tried several things like my Mr. Buddy heater to warm it up. My Mr. Buddy keeps freezing and shuts itself off because propane will freeze at these temperatures, so that's not working. So I'm going to show you, I've got a gazillion cords. I can't have everything that I'm using right now plugged into one outlet or it's just going to keep tripping the breaker. So what I've done today, now that the stores are open, I went and bought the last magnetic oil pan heater. And I didn't realize how low to the ground this ambulance is. I had a really hard time trying to reach that and get it on, but it's plugged in now. I also got the very last heat lamp bulb that they have, so I have that going underneath. And I have the battery charger on the batteries. And I have the front of the ambulance all tarped up. Let me show you what I got. I have an outlet from the garage being used and an outlet from the house. I am so glad I have a ridiculous amount of extension cords. So I've got everything tarped up, and I'll take you to the side here because this is where the cab batteries are. I have the charger running on them right now. And underneath, look, I got everything I can to keep those tarps containing any heat. I'm going to show you. Let's climb underneath the ambulance here. Take a look. So now I am laying on the ground. Oh no, heat lamp turned off. I probably blew a breaker or wrecked the lamp because this thing is 250 watts. But way down there is the oil pan warmer. I had to use a broom and try to get it connected there. So I'm gonna start it every 15 minutes and try to shift the oil around in there. Are you kidding me? The heat lamp busted. Can you see that crack there? That's how freaking cold it is. Oh, and I forgot to mention, the block heater's been plugged in the whole time. Don't know for sure if it's working or not. It could have very well been working. You actually need to test it to know if it's working or not. So now I'm gonna try to turn the glow plugs on, shut it off, glow plugs on, shut it off, and do that a couple times. Try to start it. And every 15 minutes, I'm gonna do that until it gets going. The point is shifting the oil around a little bit in there with every little bit of a start, and hopefully it'll eventually all be warm and start circulating. Another quick tip, if you have an ambulance, you need to make sure that if you're charging the batteries, you need to have the switch down on the seat to boost. I have to have it switched like that to run. Okay, well that attempt didn't work, but it actually sounds like it's getting closer to kicking over. So fingers crossed, you guys, within the next hour or two, I'll get this baby running. She's running. I was ready to just give up, and I took everything off, all the tarps off. I unplugged everything, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna try one more time to start it. And I held it and I held it and I held it, and I'm like, I'm gonna wreck my starter at this rate. And it started, and I went inside and I started crying. My son held me for like 10 minutes while I cried because I was so happy. So now diesel, border crossing. Okay, so it's January 2nd. I woke up in a truck stop in Sydney, Montana, and I'm just gonna see how far I can get today. Much love, everyone. Subscribe, follow along, see how this adventure goes. Yeah.